noble humans of Stormwind are a proud, tenacious race. Though the recent invasion of the demonic Burning Legion decimated their sister kingdom of Lordaeron, the defenders of Stormwind stand vigilant against any who would threaten the sanctity of their lands. Nestled in the foothills of Elwyn Forest, Stormwind City is one of the last bastions of human power in the world. Ruled by the Child King Anduin Wrynn, the people of Stormwind remain steadfast in their commitment to the Grand Alliance. Backed by their stalwart allies, the armies of Stormwind have been called away to fight the savage horde on distant battlefields. With the armies gone, the defense of Stormwind now falls to its proud citizens. You must defend the kingdom against the foul mongrels that encroach upon it, and hunt down the subversive traitors who seek to destroy it from within. Now is the time for heroes. Now humanity's greatest chapter can be told.
A new day has dawned in Elwyn Forest. Your name is Zelos. You're level 1 paladin. 22 strength, 20 agility, 22 stamina, 20 intellect, 22 spirit, 42 armor. You've been recruited to help the Alliance fight against the Horde. You've grown up in Elwyn Forest your entire life. You and thousands of other recruits have made your way to Northshire Valley to learn, well, the basics of combat and how to run in place, apparently. Sidebar, I'm surprised so many people actually got to log in at one time. I swear this will be more interesting once, you know, things appear and people can do stuff here.
Hello.
You make your way over to Deputy Wilhelm, who is currently being bombarded with about 200 other people. I hope you're strapped your belt on, young paladin, because there's work to do here in Northshire, and I don't mean farming. The Stormwind Guards are hard-pressed to keep the peace here, with so many of us in distant lands and so many threats pressing close, and so we're enlisting the aid of anyone willing to defend their home and their alliance. If you're here to answer the call, then speak with my superior, Marshal McBride. He's inside the abbey behind me.
See you later.
You accept his task and make your way inside the abbey. The abbey itself is a large cathedral-like building with ornate stonework, stained glass windows, and a steeple in the center. You make your way inside and join the mass of other people trying to talk to Marshal McBride all at once.
Light be with you.
Ah, good. Another volunteer. We're getting a lot of you these days. I hope it's enough. The human lands are threatened from without, and so many of our forces have been marshaled abroad. This, in turn, leaves room for corrupt and lawless groups to thrive within our borders. It is a many-fronted battle we wage, Zelos. Gird yourself for a long campaign. Sidebar. All in all, I'd say this is going smoother than launch of original vanilla WoW. I mean, people are actually in the game. Servers haven't crashed yet. It's just very, very laggy. Of course, when I look over at my gnome mage that I will at some point be dual leveling with my paladin, there's almost no one in the gnome and dwarf starting area. It's the human area that's completely bombarded. Anyway, back to Marshal McBride. Your first task is one of cleansing Zelos. The clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight the kobold vermin you find. Reduce their numbers so that we may one day drive them from Northshire. Marshal McBride has tasked you with killing 10 kobold vermin.
Bless you.
You and hundreds others accept his quest. You make your way to the left of the abbey, towards the mountains in the back. In the distance, you see a mine shaft. The ground around you is littered with corpses of kobold vermins that other people have slain. You see a few scattered campsites where the vermin clearly have been around, camping, making candles, perhaps. Sidebar, I apologize for the lack of anything. it has to do with the fact that no one can really get anything done right now because there are just so many people. I knew it would be bad, but this is ridiculous.
I need a target.
Okay, I'm going to take a recess from the Tale of Zelos and play my mage, which is actually playable. Clearly, the dwarf and gnome starting area, while far less lag, there's still too many people to actually do quests. This is worse than probably any launch I've seen. I mean, I remember Wrath launch, I remember TBC launch, I remember... yeah, pretty much every launch, and this is by far the laggiest. Oh, wow. I actually killed something on my gnome. Not a quest thing, but experience is experience, you know? And if you're wondering what's going on right now, since I have both my accounts running on one computer, I turned the sound off of my second one so as to not overlap just everything. Back to the tale of Zelos. You notice behind the abbey, another man has a quest for you. He's a balding man in a red robe. Nope, wait, that's a player. It's so hard to describe people. He's a bearded man with brown hair and leather tunic and pants and an axe. His name is Egan Peltskinner.
I hate those nasty timber wolves, but I sure like eating wolf steaks. Bring me tough wolf meat and I will exchange it for something you'll find useful. Tough wolf meat is gathered from hunting the timber wolves and young wolves wandering the Northshire countryside.
Have a good one.
You take him up on his offer. Slowly. No need to rush. I'm just gonna keep bouncing back and forth between my accounts that's the easiest thing to do. Come on. Wow. Zelos pulls out his mighty hammer, and with a heavy swing, he finally lands a hit on an enemy. Nope, never mind. Someone else got it first. Welcome to Classic, guys. The one plus to the human starting area is that humans can't be hunters in Classic. So no one has like an extremely unfair advantage with all this lag. Oh, you.
can I do for you?
Growing impatient with your progress in Northshire Valley, you make your way to the exit, where a man named
How
Falcon
are you?
Isenstrider has a quest for you. Every adventurer should rest when exhaustion sets in, and there is no finer place to get rest and relaxation than at the Lion's Pride Inn. My best friend, Innkeeper Farley, runs the Lion's Pride. If you tell him I sent you, he may give you the special discounted rates on food and drink. To find the Lion's Pride Inn, travel south along the road from here. You can't miss it.
See you around.
You accept the task he gives you. And you run from Northshire Valley. As you make your way down the path to Goldshire, you stop and look at everything. To the left, there's the inn. To the right, the blacksmith. Up ahead in the distance, a small vendor cart with a field behind it that hosts the Dark Moon Fair every month. You follow your quest and head toward the inn.
Hey there. Safe travels.
You find Innkeeper Farley inside. Inside the inside the inn, it's warm. A fire going. A nice, homely atmosphere. You see that many other people have had the same idea as you, simply getting out of the mess that was Northshire Valley. You talk to Innkeeper Farley. Rest and relaxation for the tired and cold. That's our motto. Please, take a seat by the fire and rest your weary bones. Would you like to try a sampling of some of our fine food and drink? You take him up on his offer and get 5 flasks? Yes, 5 cloth flasks of refreshing spring water, which restores 151 mana over 18 seconds.
See you around.
Growing impatient with your progress, you follow the road north from Goldshire, leading to the gates of Stormwind. As you approach Stormwind, you marvel at its beauty. 2 tall stone spires with wooden arches and large wooden gates greet you at the entrance. On each spire is an alliance flag, blue, with gold fringes and a picture of a gold lion's head. And underneath each of those banners, a stone lion's head built into the wall. As you make your way through the archway, you see 5 large stone figures, all of which were important heroes of the Alliance. You make your way past the figures. And underneath the figures is a moat. And then you lose connection to the server. And you've returned to the entrance of Stormwind. You make your way back across the bridge. And redo all your game settings, because when you get disconnected, everything resets. Well, most things reset. As you make your way into the city proper, you see a handful of other people just standing around. On the left, there's a visitor center. On the right, a cheese shop. Further to the left, an apothecary. And in front of it, someone who appears to have a quest. His name is Renato Galena.
Hey there.
You speak to him. Hey, mister. You look like a paladin with discerning taste in wine. I have a favor to ask, and I think I can make you an offer you can't refuse. Forget about it. If you talk to anyone about wine, then you know we Galenas sell the best wine in Stormwind. And we're not far, still in the trade district along the city's lovely canals. Here, take this pamphlet. Bring it to my sister Suzetta at our shop for a complimentary bottle of our famous Pinot Noir. You won't regret it.
See you later.
You decide to take his sister that bottle of wine. And you make your way through the trade district. Now, the city of Stormwind has 5 different districts and a park. The main one, the trade district, houses the auction house and the bank, 2 of the most important places of a major city. To the left of it, well, to the west of it, the Mage Quarter, where mages and warlocks hang out and that sort of thing. And then directly to the north of that, the park, where, you know, people can chill, enjoy nature in a city. To the northeast of the park is the Cathedral Square, which houses the main cathedral. That's where I, as a paladin, or Zelos as a paladin, will be going later. To the northeast of that is the Dwarven District, which houses the Deep Run Tram, as well as things that the dwarves specialize, such as mining and blacksmithing. To the southeast of that is Old Town. That houses leatherworking, cooking, stuff of that nature. Skinning. And then in between the Dwarven District and Old Town, to the very northeast of Stormwind City, is Stormwind Keep, where King-ish Anduin Rin sits on his throne. Anyway, you make your way through the trade district toward the Mage Quarter, and follow the canal south until you reach Galena Winery. Inside, there are 3 people: Julia Galena, Roberto Pupilli Verbos, the Merlot connoisseur, and Suzetta Galena, who you need to speak with.
You need something?
Greetings and welcome, mister. Have you tried one of our fine wines? Ah, so you've seen Renato. Well, here you are, sir, a bottle of our special Pinot Noir. You'll not find its equal in all of Azeroth.
Light bless you.
For your trouble, she gives you that bottle of Dalaran Noir. You make your way back through Stormwind to the trade district and just follow it around.
What can I do for you?
Oh, wow.
For the Alliance.
Okay. In Stormwind, you see your first gnome run through. You're not sure why they came here, as there's almost nothing that can be done in Elwyn Forest right now. Oh, and a dwarf too. With that, I'm going to hop back over to my mage for a hot second, so I can actually get something done, because my mage is almost level 2 now. Maybe I'll get something done. This is fun, isn't it, guys? My mage has hit level 2. Excellent. hoping to give this another shot on Zelos. You use your Hearthstone.
You need something?
I'm not gonna narrate this bit.
See
I'm
you
just
later.
picking up my panda collar for my collector's edition because super cute panda. Yeah. Yee. So cute. Jeez. This is brutal right now. Sorry guys, this isn't even worth narrating at this point. I'm just gonna have to hodgepodge this together as just like an audio podcast at some point. Inside the mine, you take on a Kobold Laborer, which is level 4. It's a fierce battle, but you manage to knock it out, and you reach level 2, gaining 18 hit points and 19 mana. Strength, agility, stamina, intellect, and spirit all increasing by 1. You find another unoccupied kobold laborer, a level 3 one. You engage it in combat, filling your hammer with holy energy and hitting it repeatedly in the face, hoping to knock that candle off of its head. It goes down without too much of a fight. Another one quickly takes its place. You engage it. This one drops a candle. All right. Candle doesn't do anything, but when they constantly yell, you know, take candle, you want to get that candle.
I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target.
You sit in the same spot of the mine, killing any kobold laborers that come into your path. You wait patiently. They keep coming. But at least you're getting something done for the Alliance, right? The kobold screams, "You no take Gandalf!" You bash it in the face with a hammer. I really do wish I could set this so it doesn't switch every time I click onto my other account. Oh, no, you don't. For those of you listening, this priest just tried to steal my mob. Not today, priesty. Someone asked in general if the Goldshire Inn is gross yet. It probably. I mean, I was only in there for a little bit a while ago, so... Ooh! One of the kobolds drops a flimsy chain vest. A male chest piece, which will give me 63 armor. Once I'm done with combat. And that will vastly help me. Oh, and the next one dropped ragged leather gloves. Flimsy chain vest gives me 63 armor, and the ragged leather gloves will give me 17 armor. Moving up in the world.
I can't loot that. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target.
And with that, Kobold Labor. Zelos gains another level. Level 3, 18 hit points and 20 more mana. 1 more strength and 1 stamina. That last kobold dropped a small wooden hammer, which, although it's only a one-handed weapon, gives slightly more damage per second. We'll switch over to it for a little bit until the two-hander drops. Now level 3, Zelos is ready to leave the mine and visit his class trainer. Because hopefully he can get judgment now, which would make getting these mobs much easier. It might be a level 4 spell. I might have to go back in the mine. On his way out of the mine, he finally tags the Timberwolf. Finally beginning one of the quests he actually has. Now, several levels higher, you make your way back to Deputy Willem,
Good day to you.
who has a new quest for you.
How are you?
Recently, a new group of thieves has been hanging around Northshire. They call themselves the Devious Brotherhood, and have been seen across the river to the east. I don't know what they're up to, but I'm sure it's not good. Bring me the bandanas they wear, and I'll reward you with a weapon.
Have a good one.
You make your way inside Northshire Abbey. And as you do, you hear the echoing, the choral ambience, just echoing throughout the halls. You make a right turn, and then another right, until you find Brother Samuel, the paladin trainer. You tell him you would like to train further in the ways of the light. And you learn a new spell, Devotion Aura, which gives 55 additional armor to party members within 30 yards. Judgment requires level 4.
Honor, friend.
You make your way out of the hall with your new armor spell thing. And you have a choice. You can go back into the mine and just keep killing kobolds, or you could try to kill some Defias. You turn to the right and make your way towards the Defias, passing on the right side of the abbey, the graveyard where the warlock trainer resides. It's not a spooky graveyard, just a standard graveyard that accompanies churches. And that's when you remember there are wolves back here, which makes this quest much easier, Because no one's over here killing wolves. You take your tiny Mario-sized mallet and whack wolves in the face with it. Gathering their tough meat. Maybe.
I can't loot.
Nope, that one didn't drop anything. Darn. You make your way through the river toward a vineyard, which is surrounded by players and some of those Defias thugs you've heard so much about. To the right of the vineyard, a pair of outhouses, just chilling. You find the first Defias thug you come across, and you engage him in combat. The Defias wear leather, and they have signature red bandanas that they wear across the front of their face. Pay attention to the Defias. They'll come into the story later. Make your way around the valley, just following the mountainside, hoping to find some trace of, well, anything to kill, until you come to the river on the other side. Splash around in it. The river's source comes from a waterfall at the northeast end of Northshire Valley. The water runs through several rocks and down into several larger rocks, so you want to keep a kayak away from that. You swim back across the river, hoping to find anything. And so, you decide to make your way back into the mine. The Echo Ridge Mine. Engaging another wolf on your way. After all, you've killed roughly 5 wolves and still only have 2 pieces of tough meat. Yummy. And just think, you've only spent an hour training. Yay. You just hope that no one stole your spot in the mine. That would suck. You see 3 players there, so you continue down the mine shaft. People have caught on. Growing exasperated, Zelos makes his way back toward the Abbey. And with that, I'm going to take a short food break. Back in a few. And I'm back. I've finally found a kobold vermin to kill. That makes 1 out of 10. Being a melee class is so difficult. And with that, 3 kobold vermins have finally been slain. Only 7 more remain. And with that, finally, Zelos kills the last of the kobold vermin. Zelos makes his way back to Northshire Abbey. But on his way there, he remembers he still has some wolves to finish off. You would think the wolves would be a little bit easier to get done at this point, considering how much easier the vermin were. But no. This young wolf drops a frayed robe. Not particularly useful as a paladin. Ah! 2 wolves side by side. I quickly engaged both in battle. And then run over to grab a third. Because Zelos has reached level 3 compared to their level 1. Which kind of makes him OP against him.
inventory is full.
With Zelos' backpack full, he makes his way to the vendor, which is to the left of the abbey. Makes his way over to Jano's Hammer Knuckle, the weaponsmith.
Greetings.
Sells some candles, some apples, some pelts, as well as some of those other cloth and leather items he got. He also sells his bottle of Dalaran Noir. Maybe, if the vendor decides to accept the things he's selling. Do.
Be careful.
He quickly makes his way back to the wolf that he had slain. Grabbing another wolf on the way. He loots the previous wolf, getting the frayed robe. That will get him a few copper. He loots his final piece of tough wolf meat. And with that, his Zelos' first 2 quests are finally done. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, the first 2. The one to go to Goldshire doesn't count. It was the 3rd one. Zelos makes his way back into the abbey, where Marshal McBride is waiting.
Well met.
Well done, citizen. Those kobolds are thieves and cowards, but in large numbers they pose a threat to us, and the humans of Stormwind do not need another threat. For defeating them, you have my gratitude. For that quest, Marshal McBride awards you 25 copper. I was asked to bring this to your attention as soon as you returned from the Kobold Camp, Zelos. It appears to be a letter sealed with the insignia of Brother Samuel, our local paladin trainer. I wouldn't hesitate to read it before you go about any other business here in the Abbey.
For the Alliance.
It's a good thing I already met Brother Samuel.
Greetings.
Marshal McBride has another quest for me. Zelos, my scouts tell me that the kobold infestation is larger than we had thought. A group of kobold workers has camped near the Echo Ridge mine to the north. Go to the mine and remove them. We know there are at least 10. Kill them, see if there are more, then report back to me.
Be careful.
I have decided to turn in my wolf quest in the hopes that it gives me enough experience to hit level 4 before I visit my trainer.
Hey there.
Back to Egan Peltskinner. You've been busy. I can't wait to cook up that wolf meat. I have some things here you might want. Take your pick. He offers me cloth shoes with 7 armor or leather wristbands with 15 armor. Clearly, I'm going to choose the wristbands.
Safe travels.
Ooh, and I am 31 experience from level 4. So I make my way over the wolves and I kill hopefully only one more. And with that, Zelos reaches level 4. He gains 18 hit points and 21 mana. Strength, agility, stamina, intellect, and spirit all increase by 1. And with level 4 reached, he makes his way back inside the abbey to Brother Samuel, the paladin trainer, where he will spend his 1 silver and 82 copper on new spells after he hands in the consecrated letter. He talks to Brother Samuel. Finally, we meet face to face, brother to brother. I welcome you to Northshire. This will be your home for a short time, where you learn the ins and outs of how things are done. But know that Stormwind is not far off, and sooner or later, your path will take you there. But until then, be patient, Knight of the Silver Hand. In the meantime, you should know 1 or 2 things. You were a symbol to many here in this land. Act accordingly. The holy light shines within you, and it will be obvious to both your allies and your enemies. Also, as you gain in wisdom and power, you will need to train to learn new abilities. That's where I come in. When you feel you've gained some experience here in Northshire, come back to me and I will teach you what I feel you're ready to learn. Good luck, Paladin.
Light bless you. King's honor, friend.
From Brother Samuel, level 4, I can learn Blessing of Might, which places a blessing on the friendly target, increasing melee power by 20 for 5 minutes. Which costs 1 silver, and now I don't have enough for judgment. So, Zelos makes his way back outside the abbey, throws Blessing of Might on his action bar, and sells the other items he has
What can I do for you?
gotten. Hopefully that's enough. Wow, vendors sure take a long time.
Be careful.
With his full 1 silver in hand, Zelos makes his way back to Brother
What
Samuel
can I do for you?
and can finally train Judgment, unleashing the energy of a seal spell upon an enemy. It only has a
For the
10-yard range. However, it's better than having to be in melee range. Zelos makes his way back out of the abbey. And now, putting a Blessing of Might on himself, makes his way back across the bridge to the Defias. Because that quest will give him a stronger weapon.
That spell isn't ready.
Sidebar story. I remember back in original Vanilla WoW just having to fight off countless amounts of these guys. And now I have to fight off other players to just get to these guys. It's quite a difference.
I need a target.
Someone just asked me where I got my panda. He. I've been around for a while, bro. There's the Defias. I'm running. Oh no! Someone came around the tree and got him. Since it is going to take hours to get 12 bandanas, I'm going to treat you all to something special. I'm leaving Northshire Valley. Zelos is leaving Northshire Valley. He will return here someday. But for now, he's going to join his mage friend in Dunmoral. Because, dang. Got some quests done, but everyone else has moved on too. He takes a shortcut, turning right directly outside of the exit of Northshire Valley. And as he enters Elwyn Forest proper, the sky begins to pour rain. Elwyn Forest is just how you would imagine it. Large, strong, green trees, tall grass, houses scattered here and there. As Zelos runs towards Stormwind, he passes a few tents and spies a warrior off in the distance fighting Defias out here as well. He gets back to the path going to Stormwind. As Zelos makes his way back into Stormwind, the epicness of the city overtakes him again. He feels his heart swell with pride, and for some reason, even though it was just raining in Elwyn Forest, the skies here are completely clear. Do we know why? We really don't. Zelos makes his way through the trade district and heads toward the Dwarven district. Zelos enters the Dwarven district. The smoke billowing up from the fire, and the city had apparently crashed. Instance not found. That would explain why Stormwind was completely empty. I guess Zelos can't go to Ironforge. He sees guards walking around. Maybe the city will work this time. Nope. Booted again. Time to turn around and go somewhere else. Actually, I'm going to stop the stream here. Yeah, I'm going to stop the stream here and focus on my mage for a little bit. Look at him being all magey. Zelos will continue. Later tonight, maybe tomorrow, we will see. Yeah. So until next time I stream this, have a good day, and next time should be smoother, just a little bit.